Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. It is time for the Red Sox Racing Series here on Trackside Racing Network. I'm your host, Adam Chapman. Joined with me in the booth, as always, partner in crime, Todd Chase Jr. Todd, welcome to Zolder, which is a place you have never been.
Yep, never been here, and I'm anxious to see how this racetrack races.
Yeah, me too. So, anyway. Ever raced here, Todd?
Nope. In fact, I just bought the racetrack last night.
Yeah, so I was. It took me a little while to remember what track this was, and we came here. We have raced here before, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember when. But it is a fun track, very tough track for people that do not know. The Zolder, of course, is located over in Belgium. This track is 2.5 miles, and of course, it has how many turns was it? 10 turns. And that does not count really the S's, or not the S's, but we got a lot of chicanes here, Todd. It's going to make things interesting.
Yeah, I was talking to Patrick Desonier, who's actually rejoining us here in the league. He's going to be out there racing tonight. He was telling me the chicanes are a real piece of work to get that car to get around. So
they're very tricky. So we're just kind of sitting here watching qualifying right now. I do want to go ahead and mention, Todd, that we also will be live again this Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to go ahead and get this out now because it's something we look forward to. It's the Super Late Model Elite Series for the ASL. We'll be live from Myrtle Beach. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it's going to be great to go back to that racetrack, even though in real life it's all torn down already, and which is depressing a little bit. But at least we still have the virtual racetrack to have fun on. So
yeah, so that makes it kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, Todd, let's go ahead and get our picks in here tonight for this one. We got about 2 minutes here left in qualifying, give or take a little bit on that because we'll have a little bit of time added on. But who do you got, Todd, in the GT4 series? Who you getting to win?
Well, he's usually pretty good. I'm going to go with the 18 of Tommy Ryan.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go Ross Boots because he's on top of the board.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, I'm cheating or not. All right, in the TC series, Todd, who you got?
Well, I'm actually going to go with Terry Dahl, and the reason why I'm going to go with Terry is he's been super consistent when we're just coming off of the open wheel series where him and Les Turner have actually been super consistent, and it's actually shown last week that consistency is still there for Terry and I believe Les. So. Like I said, I'm going with Terry Dahl this week.
Paul's hit there for 86. Yeah, that's a good pick. I was going to cheat and go Colin Weatherhall, but something's leaning me towards Brent Kirby in the 54. And actually, I was going to go David Shutt, and then, I don't know, something's drawing me to the 54. So we'll go Brent Kirby. He's going to be starting in the third position in that class. I think so you say his name. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name. But anyway, on top of the board, Todd, Todd Rodrikowski jumps up.
Yep. One of them guys that we've seen. He's I don't know if he's missed some races or whatnot. I mean, this is only week 2 of this six week season, but we didn't really see much of him in the open wheel series. But he's another one of them guys that can actually, surprise you for a win every now and then.
For sure. So, anywho, we're ready to go racing here in just a minute, Todd. We got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Where do we go next week?
I believe it is Watkins Glen.
I think you're right. So
correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're right. I'm pretty certain that is correct. So anyway.
And one thing I do want to bring up is if anybody hasn't noticed yet, but we got to give a shout out to Mr. David Shutt.
Mm-hmm.
He was featured on iRacing doing a endurance race where he raced for 4 hours straight with another guy for the lead during that whole endurance race. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. I didn't know it was him. I kind of watched it. I had it sound down. I didn't know that's who it actually was. So that's pretty cool that he's doing that. By the way, Tommy Ryan back to Kent right now, Todd, in qualifying. You sure you don't want to change that pick?
No. I trust him. Come back at me at, like, I don't know, maybe lap 2 or something, if something were to happen.
Yeah, so we'll see. Something was to happen, we might let you change it. Cameron Bidwell crossing the line. Does he improve? He does improve his time, and he jumps up to second. Go. Tommy Ryan trying to do the same. He's out there in that northern towing equipment. So
I should be ending here shortly.
Real fast look, Todd. What is the weather of the track? Do you know?
Let me see here. If I can get my mouse to cooperate. The track temp is 83 degrees.
Okay, this is pretty warm. Interesting.
Yep.
All right, so qualifying is over.
So here we go. The field should be gridding up here. And I gotta change my camera. There we go. Couldn't really see with the overhang there.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look here at your starting lineup here as we get set to roll out in this race. Jump down here at the track real quick. Here's your starting lineup for today's race. Ron Ruskowski, Cameron Bidwell, Ross Booth, Joey Atterbury, Mitch Heller, Nikhil Kopker in row 3, Murphy Nichols, James Simmons. Some new names, Todd, once again in this one. It's always good to see. There's Justin Kirby, Tommy Ryan, Terry Dahl, Chris Shieldsmith, Trent Brown, Daniel Rowe, Mark Strowski, Zachary Sullivan. Then we'll jump back to the other class here as well. Once I figure out what I'm doing.
Should be, I think, Terry Dahl should be on the pole for those guys.
Kind of acting funny. I went to the, there we go. Colin Weatherhall going to be on the pole. With David Shutt, Brent Kirby, Ryan Robertson, Les Turner, David Berry, Brandon Johnson, Chris Jimenez. We'll start right there. Bill Polecki, Kevin Kyle, James Prostell, Andrew Fitzgerald, Trevor Talbot, and Trevor Hunt. All right, so we're rolling there now. Todd up front. Getting this one, ready to get this one underway. It is. Yeah, every time I mess with my ATVO and I change the classes, it really does lag it out a little bit.
Yep. And I don't know. I believe does it show like the touring cars are gridded up and everything?
Yeah, they're rolling actually.
All I see are the GT4s.
They're sitting there right now. They just started rolling. That's okay.
All right.
We'll get it going. Yeah, it's all over the place right now.
Yeah. So we're still waiting on the field to get close to the start-finish line.
Todd will be bringing us to the green here for this first class, of course. GT4 series. And I will bring you the second half of the field, which is about 10-second delay, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got some newcomers in there. Mike Weber, I believe, should be in there.
Is he in there?
Should be. Patrick Desanier, I believe.
Mike
No,
Weatherhall racing, yeah. Patrick's in there.
Patrick's in there.
There's really lagging.
Yep. So, waiting on the pace truck to come down pit road.
You can see how tricky this track actually looks, Todd, just watching these guys go around their pace lap.
And the pace truck is off. Waiting on the green flag here. And we are green here at Circuit Zolder. It is the GT4 class underway. It is still Ryan Wachelski taking over the lead with Ross Booth and Cameron Bidwell. Cameron Bidwell now up to second as they go through turn 1.
Meanwhile, while that goes on, we will get ready to hop back to this second class. Todd will keep us up to date as the green flag will wave here for the the TC class. And that is underway, as it will be up front. Colin Weatherhall leading us in to turn 1. He's going to clear that. Sorry, a lot of time is literally all over the place right now.
Okay, Ross Booth currently now back up to second again. Ross Booth gets a little sideways through the rumble strips and loses it, and he's into the wall.
You know why that happened?
Yep.
It happened because of me, didn't it?
Yep.
What actually happened? Well,
I think he just jumped the curb and then lost it.
I think you're right. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we stay out on track right now. We're already out of this one, unfortunately.
GT4 top 3 currently right now are Ryan Wachelski, Cameron Bidwell, and Joey Atterbury. All 3 doing a nice job right now. Pretty much single file through the GT class.
Everybody single file through that one. Sorry about the little delay we're having, guys. It's just, for some reason, the overlay's lagging a little bit. I know. Here we go. Looking back at the TC class, looking at Colin Weatherhall. David Shutt right there behind him. A very nice car, by the way. Brent Kirby right there looking on as well. He's right on the nose. Brent Kirby's car. Two laps in, Todd. This race is going to be about 21 laps long.
Yep.
What we're estimating.
So far, still kind of clean other than the Ross Booth incident.
Yeah, we're watching right now, Murphy Nichols. He's right in front of James Simmons for the 6th position. Trying to hold on to the spot. Has actually gained the spot because of the Ross Booth incident, but actually right up in front of them, you got Mitch Heller and Nikhil Kopker kind of going at it for 4th place.
Yeah, how about Mitch Heller? Last week was pretty rough on him.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him having a better run tonight. So far, so well. It's going well for him.
Back up front, looking at our race leader, Ryan Wachelski, the Stoner car care.
He's out by quite a bit right now.
1.2 seconds over Cameron Bidwell. Meanwhile, we can jump back to the other class here, the TC class. Colin Weatherholt and David Shutt. Pretty close right here for the race lead. It's a nice looking paint, by the way. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I sent a message about Terry Dahl.
Yeah, he sent me. I think he sent you the same thing about the.
Team standings and
Yep.
stuff like that. And actually, the team standings right now with Satellite Racing with Ross Booth and Ryan
Yep.
Ross leading the way. That's going to take a pretty big hit, I would guess, here tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of figure Robertson, where he ever finishes, is going to get the most points out of them two. We'll look for them to kind of fall down the chart in that category. So I believe their lead was only like what, 2 points or something like that.
yeah, it wasn't much. Yeah, you're right. 2 points. They had 85 over Nikhil and David Shutt. And then had a little bit more over Terry Dahl and Les Turner, who's third in the points. But honestly, Todd, somebody else not here tonight. Paul Gibson not here.
Yep.
We haven't seen a full season out of Paul. It's been a few seasons now.
Yeah.
Since we've seen Gibson, but still a really good driver. I like watching him race.
Oh, no. And it's not like he's lost his touch at all either, being gone. You know, he's one of them rare guys that he can miss, 5 or 6 weeks and show up for one and actually win that race. So. Not a lot of battling going on here right now. From what I see, it's all pretty much single file. Riding on board with Mike Weber. I pretty much told him, just take your time through here. You're basically learning, and that he's doing that. Driving the Trackside Racing Network. I believe that is what, the McLaren, I believe.
Yes. Go back and take a look at Patrick Sonier right here in the 15th spot right now. But there he is, that Kitty Cat coin car. Become a full-time sponsor, I believe, for Patrick.
Huh?
And he's racing right here with Dwayne McCarthy.
Yeah, since that whole thing had gone down, we've kind of teased Patrick a little bit. We don't usually call it Kitty Cat Coin. We always call it Kitty Cat Coin, and I don't care. Mm-hmm. But
David Berry just took away 6th spot from Chris Jimenez. Actually, what happened to Chris Jimenez? Oh, okay, he's still there. And Chris Jimenez takes that spot back. Actually, I think he was blinking. I think that's what it was.
Also, Mark Kudrowski's lost a couple of spots, I believe, to Daniel Rowe, Trent Brown, Zachary Sullivan.
A really good battle right now with David Shutt and Colin Weatherholt still right here nose to tail somewhat. Weatherholt working down the hill.
Up front, it does look like there's some lap traffic going to start coming into play here as Ryan Wachelski starting to catch the back half of the TC class. Currently, Cameron Bidwell running second, and now Nikhil Kompker.
Yeah, good battle here.
Now back up to third.
Mitch Heller right now putting a little bit of pressure here on Nikhil Kompker.
Like Nikhil gets in a little bit into that gravel on exit. Wasn't enough to hurt his speed at all, but as they go through this chicane here, and up the hill and down the hill they go. So this is
chicanes, Todd, that we talked
yeah,
about.
that chicane would definitely get me with
Yeah.
the speed coming down the hill. I'd never be able to slow down in time.
It'd be cool if somebody happened to race cup cars here, wouldn't it?
I know, right?
I think we know some people.
We know some people, and when we suggest something, we normally get what we want.
Yeah,
So
we're kind of spoiled with that, but you know.
Hey, it's
We know what the people want, Todd.
yeah, exactly, and it's not necessarily people in this region of the planet either. It's in other regions as well. So
Yeah,
we got people knocking our doors down, telling us what they want. So
nobody ever listens, Todd.
nope.
About that was there, Patrick. Anyway, jumping back a little bit here. Not much really going on there.
Still currently watching this battle with Mitch Heller and Nikhil for the third position in the GT class.
Frank McCarthy gets around Patrick Asani. Patrick let him go right there.
In a way, I kind of feel like this is kind of a learning curve for Patrick as well. I mean, he already knows how to road race, but how long would you say? I mean, you told me he's ran with these guys before, but it was a while ago. So.
Oh, what just happened? Hold on, my daggone computer's going crazy, Todd.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh, I think we're back. Well, maybe. Bear with me, guys.
They probably missed all of that, but here we go. Mitch Heller still putting that pressure on Nikhil.
Apparently I had an update I didn't know.
Oh, really? I thought you just did an update.
Yeah, apparently there's an update. Anyway. Mitch Heller and Nikhil, like Todd was saying, there you go. Heading into turn one this time.
See Mitch Heller driving it in there a little deep. See, this is right here. This is a section where Mitch Heller is a little faster than Nikhil. You want to mention these guys are going to have to pit one time here.
Yeah, and that pit stop still a little ways away. We'll probably see that around lap 12 or so, I would guess.
Man, that first chicane is really hurting Mitch Heller right now. He can't send it in there the way Nikhil does, but the second one is actually
really nice.
Better for him.
We'll run on board right now with Mitch Heller. There's a little bit of that curve right there. Well, he really closes in going into the corner, don't he?
Yeah. Then Nikhil's really good on exit.
Yeah.
So it pretty much comes to a wash.
Yeah.
Up front, it still is Ryan Rochelski and Cameron Bidwell, your top two. Go a little further back. Got a battle here between Murphy Nichols and James Simmons. Nichols using all the curbing to get through that corner right there.
James Simmons right now on P5 in the G4. Biggest mover right now, Todd. Zolder. Is up to 11.
I am not surprised by that at all.
I guess he is up to people like that.
Yeah, he's up to 5 spots as well.
Somewhat of a battle for the lead. Cameron Bidwell, Ryan Rochelski. Looking here at Cameron now.
Yep, and I believe Wachelski's still trying to get around this lap traffic. Or slower traffic, I should say. Wachelski's going to go all the way to the right. And he will get past that slower car and bring Cameron Bidwell with him. Oh, Wachelski's into the dirt.
Oh, yeah, he's way out there.
He's off track.
Wow. No way he keeps this lead. Holy cow.
Yeah, I think Cameron just gave him a big do-over. As they race side by side. He's gonna.
Wow.
Yep, he's just gonna let him have it back.
That's impressive. Most of the time, that's a wreck. All right, Todd, we're coming to lap 11. There's a possibility we could see some pit stops happening soon.
Here we go, battle for the lead again. Bidwell gonna try it all the way to the right here on Wachelski. He's gonna have the preferred corner here. Oh boy.
He took it. No, he did not. He's able to keep it.
Yep, Wachelski was able to defend through that chicane.
Meanwhile, back to Justin Kirby, who was in P7. Tommy Ryan right in front of him.
All these guys doing a nice job right now, getting through this racetrack without having any issues. And here we go. Kirby gonna now go through the pits, and he will be, I believe, our first one down pit road.
He will. So Kirby's coming down pit road. Probably more going to follow. Maybe not this lap, but definitely next lap, I would guess.
Yep. Let's check on old Terry Dahl here.
He's driving a new paint job, by the way.
Yep. And it's nice.
It is. The Hamburg Brewing Company up there in New York. Really nice paint on that one. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. He still has not sent us anything yet.
I know, right?
These league owners, man, I tell you.
Slacking lately, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Here's his hands for and it was actually sold. And, I do want to mention real quick, Todd, I actually have my Red Sox Racing t-shirt on.
I've got mine on too.
I wore it all day today. It's kind of surprising. Usually I don't wear the Red Sox stuff out in public, because Red Sox.
I know, right?
But
you get beat up for that.
I know. But I do like it.
Yeah, it's a clean shirt and everything. So.
And then up front once again, Ron Waskowski, Cameron Bidwell. They are coming to the lap. Oh my goodness! Here they come down pit road.
Yep.
And that was our race lead, by the way. Cameron Bidwell is going to take the race lead.
So now, you see Wachelski got to drop all the way to fourth just because he's on pit road. Main thing is, will these guys put enough fuel in the car to make it the rest of the way? I mean, not only, well, we are currently on lap, 12?
Yes, we are on lap 12.
So, I mean, they pretty much have to go 10 more laps because you got to count the cool down lap as well. So.
Yeah, pretty much. And, I mean, honestly, I would just fill it up with whatever I need. That's just me, but these guys always take a little bit less because they want to push that.
Of course, these guys will not be taking tires as well. So. Currently, your top three in the GT class is Cameron Bidwell. Nikhil Kopker now running second. Mitch Heller running third. As you see, Cameron Bidwell going to stay out another lap. As I believe we've got one coming down pit road.
Possibly my graphic kind of crashed. Should have updated everything today. I thought it was good to go, but that was my fault.
I believe that's Murphy Nichols and Tommy Ryan maybe coming down.
Yes, Murphy Nichols is on pit road. And I think you're right. I think Tommy Ryan. Is it Tommy Ryan?
Let's see.
No, it's not Tommy Ryan. Zachary Sullivan
Okay.
and Daniel Rowe is on pit road. I've never had this much trouble with ATVO loading stuff. It's ridiculous right now.
Yeah. Nothing really you can do right now. See Cameron Bidwell, our race leader.
And Mitch Heller still working here on the kill copter. Of course, we are still waiting on Cameron Bidwell to hit pit road as well. Let's see if he comes this time. I guess there's a good possibility that he could. No, he will stay out.
No.
And the reason why he's going to stay out like this time is going to allow him to take less fuel, and he does not have traffic, which was Ryan, in front of him if there was any type of slowdown or anything that he had to do when he was behind Ryan. So it could help him. It also could help Rodrikowski as well, because now he's not racing or watching his mirror as much.
Still, the battle is right here for the second position between the Kiel Kopker and Mitch Heller. Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder when Mitch Heller decides, okay, well, if I can just get real close to him and then come down pit road, I may be able to, overtake him that way. See, they work through that first chicane and go up the hill, and down the hill they go to the second chicane. Because I believe we've got one down right now on pit road. I believe that's Dwayne McCarthy, Colin Weatherhall, David Shutt, Ryan Robertson also on pit road.
Colin Weatherhall is our TC leader at the moment.
I mean, if I'm Mitch Heller, yep, here we go. Nikhil and Mitch Heller coming down pit road as well.
Cameron also on pit road as well, Todd. So this should... That's a weird pit road, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this should technically give Ryan back to lead unless Cameron was able to make up enough time.
Yep, right there you see Tommy Ryan going to the race lead.
Yeah, Tommy has not hit pit road, so the question is going to be, can Cameron Bidwell win the race against Ryan Rodrikowski? Here we go. It's going to be close. And there goes Ryan. Does he make it around Cameron? Oh, he does.
I'm having an issue with when I go to Tommy Ryan, it's showing me the pace truck for some reason. Don't know why.
Showing Tommy what?
It said when I go to Tommy Ryan, it was showing me the pace truck.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But Tommy Ryan is the leader right now by 23 seconds. Once again, we'll have to hit pit road. Trevor Hunt is your current leader now in the TC class. He has not pitted. That's going to cycle back through to Colin Weatherhall. Let's see if Tommy comes this time, and it looks like he will. And there comes
A little bit of an issue through that second chicane with Cameron Bidwell. He was trying to put a pass on Ryan Wachowski for the second position, and it just got too narrow within that chicane. Had to check out of it and lose some time to him.
And then here we are. We're starting to meet in now with these other classes, Todd. As we watch Ryan Wachowski, and there's right there in front of you, you can see this other battle starting to go on right here. It looks like possibly Bill Paul. What do you think? That's who that is. As they're side by side, and as you can see right there, that's gonna actually get through it pretty good. Was it Colin Weatherhall? No, that was Ryan getting through it.
Yep. Ryan was able to get through that without any issues, and I believe Cameron Bidwell trying to get through there right now. You see, he's actually having an issue getting through there. They're not really allowing him to make the pass to get through them. There they go.
And that's the thing with these multi-class. That is one of the biggest issues of trying to get through traffic.
Back up front, Ryan Wachowski's got two of the TC class cars right in front of them as they're working their way through the second chicane. Wachowski gonna take the right hand side, and he's gonna go right past them and have the preferred lane of choice here through this corner.
Bidwell closed in pretty good right there, a little bit on Wachowski, but still has another car in front of him. He's got to get around going into this next chicane that's up here in front of him, which is the final corner. And it looks like right here Cameron's going to be able to make that pass, and now trying to set his sights on Ryan. Meanwhile, Colin Weatherhall is gone. He's got to a 3.2 second lead over David Schutz back in second. He's done a pretty nice job. And then Ryan Robertson sits in the third in class in that.
I believe Tommy Ryan is now on pit road.
He is, yeah. Actually, I'm not even seeing him now. I was seventh right now, it looks like.
But up front, back to this race lead. The gap has closed. Oh,
what?
Got somebody. Yeah, I just seen that.
Is it Tommy Ryan?
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't Tommy Ryan. Who was that? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but what I'm thinking is they hit the rumble strips and came across the nose of Wachowski.
Well, that was interesting. Once again, we would be able to find it, but our live time is kind of messing up here tonight, so it's hard for us to find it. Nothing else really going on as far in the TC class, really. Bill Paulucki and Andrew Fitzgerald. And really James Prostell is really about the only cars that we have in the position battle. James right now in 9th, Bill in 10th, and Andrew in 11th.
Laps are starting to come off the board here at Circuit Zolder. GT top 3 right now is Ryan Wachowski, Cameron Bidwell, and Mitch Heller now, who has gotten around Nikhil for that third position.
Yeah, good call. Now, I did not see that, but you are right. Mitch Heller moves up to the third position in that.
And Nikhil is actually fallen under the clutches of the 444 machine of James Simmons.
Speaking of James Simmons, Justin Kirby on the back of him as well.
Huh?
Todd, how did your bracket go?
It was busted after the first game.
All right.
I did forget that Michigan was playing Villanova right now. I will say that.
Are you impressed with Michigan this time? I'm kind of surprised how good they are.
Well, here's the situation. Michigan's coach, Juwan Howard, had a 4-game suspension at the end of the regular season. He came back for the first game in the Big Ten basketball tournament, and they lost, I believe that was to Indiana. So then they finally made it into the big dance, and some way, somehow, I don't know how, they're now in the Sweet 16. So I'm sure they're going to get stomped here by Villanova. But
For sure.
back to the race lead. Looks like Bidwell's got a run here on Wachelski.
For the race lead, and still not able to get it.
No, but that was a really good chicane right there from Bidwell. Was able to hang on to the back bumper. Wachelski gonna give him some pressure here through this chicane.
This has really been a battle we've been watching pretty much all night because they've been so close. Not watching around them really too much.
And look at this. What is ahead of our race
Turner.
leaders? Mm-hmm.
And we know Les ain't going to follow.
No, you see right there, he gives up halfway down this little straightaway here.
3 to go here at the line. For Ryan Wiskowski.
How did your bracket go, by the way, or did you not make
I
one?
didn't make one this year. I meant to, and I kind of forgot it on the last day. Like I told myself on the last day, I was like, I'm going to make a bracket tonight. And I literally got off work and I forgot. That's the way it went.
Well, I mean, one thing you get to say is your team actually made it to the second round. Tennessee. My team didn't even make it out of the first round, so.
Wait, or at least the 8.
Here we
Anyway,
go.
Here we go again. Right here, Bidwell's really fast through this whole section.
Mm-hmm. It's just the chicanes. This one's not killing them as much.
I feel like that they're hitting it so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Bidwell trying to do everything he can to figure out a way to get around this 86 car. It has been a tough place to pass here now, anywhere you look.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, very tough place to pass.
Here you go. He's going to look again. Didn't have enough there. As it'll be 2 to go now at the line. And we've got some more slow traffic in front of our leaders.
Yeah, he's going to quickly get out of the way.
Yep. Almost put himself into the wall there. But you see right there, Wachelski trying to use a little bit of that draft.
And that is the 54.
It's actually hurt him a little.
It did.
Did you see right here, Bidwell able to close in.
That was the 54, Brent Kirby, by the way, who's 4th right now in the TC class. The main battle we're watching is for this race lead in the GT4 class. This is about the closest battle we have all over the racetrack. Man, they hit that one so hard.
Yeah, but that time I believe Bidwell had a better run out of that chicane. Now they go down the hill to the second chicane. Let's see what Bidwell can do here. Pretty much staying the same.
Both are really smooth, huh?
Yeah, I think Bidwell just really needs to get on the bumper of Wachelski going to that first chicane to kind of try to make him make a mistake. And I think that's the only way Bidwell's going to have a chance at winning this race.
got
not
one more lap
necessarily
to do it.
touching him. Right, one more lap, and I mean, like I said, he doesn't really necessarily have to make contact with him. He's just got to mess him up.
Yeah, just make a mistake somewhere. Really, in that chicane, I feel like it's the best spot for him to make a mistake.
White flag is in the air now.
Oh, he's flashing the lights at him.
Bidwell sent it in deep, gets it
Ryan
off.
did good that time in that corner.
Mm-hmm. Bidwell got into the got an off track there, and it actually hurt him. He's falling back
he lost
now.
a little bit now. He lost about a 10th.
You can see he's definitely trying to do everything he possibly can. Lap traffic giving themselves up as they go into the first chicane.
Now here's where really Cameron needs to be closer to make
Yep,
a move. He closed in.
He closed in. He sent it over them first. That first set of turtles gonna look now. He's gonna send it in here. He's gonna try to make it right here.
Contact.
Yep, gets a little bit of contact. I don't know.
Ryan's doing a great job defending this right now.
And you know what? I don't think Cameron actually meant to make contact there. I think it was just going through that chicane in itself. And now I think Bidwell's chances are kind of slipping through his fingers.
Here we go, coming to the final chicane. Cameron Bidwell needs to do everything he can here in this final one to get to the 86. Don't think he's going to have enough, Todd Chase.
Nope. Out of the final corner, Ryan Wachelski going to see the checkered flag here at Circuit Zolder. Bidwell going to finish second, and I believe Nikhil now, he's going to finish third.
You are correct. Meanwhile, we got our Colin Weatherhall machine leading over by 5 seconds over the field.
David Shutt now goes up into that second position, I believe. Mm-hmm. Look at Patrick now jumping up a spot. I think Patrick's actually going to finish third in the TC class. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong thing like I was. I was like, wait a minute.
Yep.
You looked at the wrong thing like I did.
Well,
I got Patrick excited for a minute.
Well, yeah.
Meanwhile, through the final corner in the TC class, it will be Colin Weatherhall working out of the final chicane. He is looking for the checkered flag here at Circuit Zolder, and he will pick up the win here tonight in the TC class. Second of that class will go to David Shutt. Ryan Robertson will finish P3 in that class.
There we go, yep.
And Brent Kirby will finish fourth in that class. And fifth in that class will be Wes Turner. While Todd said, Cameron Bidwell and Nikhil Copter, Mitch Heller fourth, and James Simmons will finish fifth in the GT4 class. All right, we're going to talk to some guys here, Todd.
Yeah, I think we got to go over there.
We'll pull in some drivers here in just a minute. As you see, the 86 of Ryan Wachelski going to park here at the start-finish line and be very happy with his performance, I think, tonight. Heck of a race between him and Cameron Bidwell.
Oh, I know.
Our best battle that we've seen all season so far in these races. Really nose to tail the entire length of this race. It's really good. Ryan does a great job under pit strategy and everything else to be able to win that race. All right, so we'll wait just a minute here. We will pull in Ryan Wachelski, who finishes in P1. Ryan, it's Adam and Todd. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, P1 in a great battle between you and Cameron, one of the best ones we've seen all season. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, but Cam is definitely an exceptional racer. There's no doubt about that. He'll come in here and tell you that himself. But, yeah, I mean, we've been racing together for a while. We race against each other probably 2-3 times a week. So we both know what we're capable of, and it's it's a good battle between the PG-13 guys and the satellite racing guys all the time.
Yeah.
So definitely mad respect to Cam. That was a good race. Really nothing else to be said. It was just good racing.
Talk about that save. You went off track and had a fun ride, and that had to be fun to get back on.
So my mantra is put your foot to the floor and hope for the best, and it worked out. I was able to stay on the inside of Cam there and kind of nudged him a little bit wide on purpose, just to kind of get that run down into turn 3. So yeah, sometimes you just got to put your foot to it and pray.
Hey, it worked out well, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out here tonight after a very exciting win?
Yeah, shout out to the PG-13 guys. They had a good showing. Good race from Cam. I believe they came 1-2 in TCR. And then definitely my satellite teammates. Ross had an unfortunate incident in turn 1. I gave him a tip in that first chicane, and it didn't go well because he wasn't able to practice. And I forgot to tell him that it's going to be loose as hell when he comes out of there, and he ended up looping it. So that's my fault. I take blame for Ross's incident.
Okay, that works. That's nice of you.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a good showing by satellite as well.
For sure. Hey, good job, Eddie. All right, next up, we got our other race winner in here from the TC class, Mr. Colin Weatherhall. Colin, you got a copy?
Hey, Adam, I got you.
Man, pretty simple for you. I don't want to say simple. That's not really the word I would say, but kind of uneventful besides whenever you had to get through some traffic, stuff like that for the most part. All in all, a really good race.
Yeah, definitely a really solid race for me and David, too. I mean, he seemed like his tires kind of fell off a little bit, so I think we came to the conclusion it was more of a Civic track, whereas last week seemed to be more of a Veloster track.
For sure on that one, man. So I kind of want to skip over, since you didn't have too much excitement in this one, on your side of things, I guess, which is in a way honestly a good thing. I want to talk about next week. We actually leave here and go to Watkins Glen. What's your thoughts on heading there?
I think it's a lot of everybody's favorite tracks. It's a fan favorite for sure. I really like Watkins Glen. Really banked corners and really racy, nice long straightaways for good slingshots.
Also, a big thing tonight was points coming in. You was actually second in the points coming into this one with the win. Are you thinking about points already?
Yeah, thinking about it a little bit, at least between me and David. I know last week he had a really, really good points week, just missed out on one little off track he got. And I think I actually got a perfect race this weekend. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully should be a good points battle the rest of the season.
For sure, man. Hey, any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, just big shout out PG-13 and you guys and Les and Terry. It's a really, really fun league, and glad we're able to race every week.
Hey, good job, buddy.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, sir. Next up, let's talk to Cameron Bidwell since he's down here. Cameron, sat him up in the booth, man. Todd, you got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Talk us through that battle with Ryan. That was a fun one for us to watch.
Oh, wow, that was just a great race. Pretty much identical on pace. There was a couple spots where I could gain on him, and then there was a couple spots where he would get a tenth or two on me. So we were just kind of going back and forth. He made a couple mistakes. I made a couple mistakes. I was able to capitalize on a couple that he made, but it's just so hard to pass here that even if I tried to get alongside of him, every time the next corner is always some sort of a really tight chicane. So it's just really tough. But man, he threw on a clinic tonight, so he did a great job, and I'm just happy to be able to get a podium since I got a ridiculous amount of X's.
What's your thoughts heading to Watkins Glen next week?
That's probably my favorite track in iRacing. So if I'm strong anywhere, it's there in Brands. So I'm hoping, hopefully I can make it. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Shout out to Ryan. One heck of a race for him. Always fun racing with those guys. Sorry to see Ross lose it, and also PG-13. So we had a good showing tonight, and obviously you guys always do a great job. So thanks again.
Hey, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right, Todd, thoughts on the race?
Well, Cameron actually hit on it a little bit. It wasn't room to really pass, and them chicanes were pretty hard. I didn't expect to see somebody have an issue kind of like Ross, through that first chicane there. Something that really caught us off guard, but another race down. We got a good one coming up next week, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Sorry about the lack of broadcast on my end, and I was having some trouble with my thing, so I'm going to have to do an update on my computer, it looks like. So, you have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless. Make sure you like and subscribe.